Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, check this out. May look like an ordinary wristband, but what's inside could help save your life. We're going to tell you more when we come back.
Stay tuned. More Sacramento and Company is coming right up.
Welcome back to our show. You know, a great idea can come from anywhere. For our next guest, inspiration came after undergoing a medical crisis with her mother and the birth of her daughter.
The impact of these events led to the creation of something that seems so simple but is so very important. And here to tell us all about it is Maria Giovanoni, creator of My Bands. Our bands now.
Right here.
Welcome.
You thought this was just a good-looking watch. It's much more.
Oh, please. So tell us about My Bands and what they do, what they're all about.
Okay, well, they are a silicone wristband, and inside of it is a USB port. And this USB, you actually plug it into the port of your computer, and up pops a questionnaire. This is the medical one. There's also a children's ID band.
Oh, great idea.
Very smart.
Up pops the questionnaire for the medical, and you complete as much of that medical questionnaire that you're comfortable with. Everything from your emergency contact information to your allergies, your blood type, the medications that you take, the time you take them, the dosages you take, your insurance, your physicians, your specialists, the list goes on and on and on and on. From there, you save that information, you pull it out. Your doctor changes something, you plug it in, you update that information.
So the information that you're inputting into the computer goes on to this.
Goes on to this.
And then it goes around your wrist.
Goes around your wrist.
Okay.
We never see it. You own it. You're the owner of it.
It's with you the whole time, so you know nobody else is accessing that
Correct.
information.
Now something happens to you, emergency personnel comes, they plug it into any USB port, they now have your information. You go to the hospital, the hospital plugs it into their computer system, they now have your information.
Now, have you talked to emergency personnel or doctors that have seen this, and what do they think of it?
Oh, they love it. I mean, we've had doctors approach us asking us if they can actually rep the product for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great.
It's huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
And we have emergency personnel who have said this has made their job so much easier.
Yeah.
They know who to contact. There's no question about what they're taking. Is it this prescription? Is it that prescription? Is it a micromilligram? Is it a milligram? All those questions are now eliminated.
What a great idea. Cynthia, our producer, said, why didn't I think of this first?
I know, why didn't we?
It's so simple, but a great idea.
Thank you.
Now, how did you come up with this idea? We gave a little
Well,
a family thing, right?
Yes, not because I wanted to. Actually, I had a party at my home. My mother was 60 years old at the time, perfectly healthy, more energy than me, cleaned my house up. The next morning, my father calls me and says, your mom is having a stroke. We rush to the hospital. The doctor comes out and says, your mother's not having a stroke. I'm like, thank goodness. She has a brain tumor, and she needs emergency brain surgery.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, from there, the questions just started being piled on. You know, what prescriptions, family history, who are her doctors? And I mean, they're coming at you faster than you can answer them.
And in that situation.
Yeah, in a stressful situation, sometimes you can't remember that
You can't recall them.
Yeah.
A month later, I could recall some of them.
Sure.
Then it's too late. After that, 6 years later, we still didn't have a product out there that could answer the questions that we needed. By then, I had my daughter. And my husband and I were driving to San Francisco one day, and we said, you know what? If we're driving to San Francisco and we're in a terrible car accident, who could speak for our daughter? Mm-hmm. Nobody could. And from there, one thing led to another, and we said, we need something that she can speak for her if we weren't able to speak for her. And we married the two. What could speak, if a parent couldn't speak for themselves, a child couldn't speak for themselves, and we came up with the product.
What would have the right information? So do you have smaller sizes for kids?
Absolutely. We have the ID
and
bands.
Designer colors.
Of course.
Yeah, to go with any outfit.
Yes.
Now, who, aside from kids and people with chronic medical conditions, who else would benefit from using this?
Well, I don't know if you, obviously, you watch the news every day, you see the newspaper. Every week, I see that somebody has been taken to the doctor either in our own community or in some state where there's been a drug interaction. You see it on the news.
An accidental.
Absolutely. A drug misdiagnosis, an allergy. So you have people every day who take a prescription or have an allergy, and there's a drug interaction. They don't have a chronic condition, but there is drug interaction.
Yeah.
And you hear of people, too, that are out riding their bike or running and get in some kind of accident.
Yes, people who live active lifestyles, who are on the go. They don't want to take handbags and all of this paraphernalia with them all the time. You have all your information that you need, your identification, your medical information immediately available.
And they look like those Lance Armstrong bands. You know, all the bands that you keep seeing.
Yeah,
they're very
definitely.
cute.
And there's all the information.
And how much do these cost?
$29.99.
Okay, and you can call the number or check out the website there on your screen.
That's right. And I told you I'm going to be bringing this up to Seattle with me for my aunt who suffers from diabetes.
Excellent.
So, or replace that ugly chain with this good-looking one. Well, maybe this good-looking one. She'll like
You're
that.
making your aunt more stylish.
That's right.
And safer.
Good.
Thank you so much, Maria, for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.